Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. So,
All right.
Wednesday 5th is done. We're moving on to Thursday the 6th.
Somebody mark an extra ration for Yaromir.
Yep, I'll do it. Can we check Can we check our warmth points? Are we back at full?
So yeah. So how many hour we regain? What were the conditions overnight?
Still moderate.
So it goes from moderate to light.
No, it goes from moderate to moderate. Oh yeah, because of the tent, it goes from moderate to light.
Because of the tent, and then the fire reduces it by
3, right? Nice.
Right, so instead of losing 3, you're losing 2, and then the fire adds 3 points, bringing you to positive 1.
Uh-huh.
And you spent 5 hours, we said, moving around. So you could have spent 5 hours of that day. So let's say from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. was you moving camps and setting up. And then from 3 p.m. until 10 a.m. the next morning, you have time. So that's 12 hours.
We need
plus 7 hours. That's 19 hours of potential.
Because we lost 15.
We lost 15.
So we need 15. Yeah.
We need to be going into tonight on full warmth points. So I think we need to spend most of today in the tent.
So no, I don't think that's true. So can you go back to the battle map, Neal? I think we can all hide in the tent and take turns peeking out and keeping watch to see if anyone.
Yeah, that probably works too.
Yeah, let's bring us back.
I think we shouldn't have the whole party rotate out, but I think we should have the more perceptive characters.
But I'm thinking.
Like I know Grimes does. I do. I don't know about Yaromir and Nick though.
No, I'm not perceptive. But
of course not.
I think towards the end of the day, then whoever's on watch goes out and lights the fire.
Why even the end of the day? I think right now we should start sending smoke signals.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. I see your point. And then we'll just continue our watch rotation.
Okay, so what is the watch rotation out here?
So I know Grimes is going to be on it. I'm going to be on it. What's Yaromir's perception?
I am fairly perceptive. I have a 13.
So overnight we can take watches, but I think during the day Grimes will do 1 hour outside of the tent, 1 hour inside of the tent.
Yeah, and then I'll swap out with Grimes.
Are we doing an hour inside of the seal tent?
No,
our real tent. We have the real tent.
Our real tent's a mile away.
No, it's on the hill. It's like
it got moved up to this location.
It's actually it's like 100 feet away on the other side of this hill.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna suggest this. For William, is there any reason that you couldn't just stay in the tent down there and spring the ambush? You're going to be the one battling in the melee, and then when you keep them busy down at the bottom, we can fire into their backs.
I was thinking more like I would try and hold the ramp, so if they were to make an attack towards you, I could defend you. If I go down there and get surrounded, there's a chance that they'll just kill me before you can do anything.
Fair enough.
So, Neal, what are the conditions today?
Moderate.
Okay, so that's 3 warmth an hour. So we may need to rotate through. So I was thinking we can take shifts on this ledge and keep an eye on the trap. And if anyone comes and takes it, we can everyone who's waiting in the tent can spring.
The thing is, there's no fire, is there? So
there will be first thing in the morning. I'm going to start I assume we're starting to gather firewood, and we're going to light a huge bonfire.
Yeah, no, I mean,
in our tent,
people resting in the tent won't have the benefit of fire.
So that's why we need.
Yeah, that's why we need to keep warmth as much as possible. Because for as long as we want to hold the ambush up, we can only do it for as long as we've got warmth points.
I mean, the gnolls sleep during the night, so they're probably going to be exploring during the day.
Is that right? They sleep at night.
Why don't we just set the ambush up for as long as we have warmth points, and then if we run out of warmth points, we'll just call it a day.
Let our fire and do normal watches.
Trouble is, then there's a fire signaling where our hidden tent is.
Which is why
it's harder to see at night, though.
The tent here, that was strange to me.
Well, because otherwise the ambush is only going to last 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Well, it's here. It's all set up.
Let's see what happens. I'm gathering wood for
we can light a fire at night. Smoke is harder to see against a nighttime sky, and if it's moderate, it's overcast, right, Neal?
So me and Yaromir stay in the tent. You guys alternate 1 hour in, 1 hour out.
So I think for now we've still got a small fire keeping
I'm
our
not going to stay in the
tent warm.
I'm going to stand in this position here until such time that my warmth points are down to 2. And then I'm going to go in the tent.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Grimes would have even got up early the morning.
And I'm going to try
as soon as I was fully warm, I think I would have started gathering firewood.
Yeah, as soon as the bonfire gets lit. That's when I'll start counting. As soon as the bonfire gets lit, I'm going to bunker myself in here next to the... I don't know why I can't put it down. There we go. Next to these, right? I'm going to try to keep myself hidden. Maybe I'll be underneath the tree a little bit, right? And I'm going to be looking in on here.
What if they come from that direction?
Then he's the bait.
Then I'm the bait, and come fucking kill them. I'm gonna tank them with my shield as best I can.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay in the tent until such a time as Faris or Grimes report that there's null activity.
Okay. So, I think Grimes gets up like at dawn and starts collecting bonfire pieces. So as soon as 4 hours before our usual wake up, whenever my warmth hit full.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
It sounds like it was like 5 a.m. or something.
Sure.
I would have started wandering around and collecting firewood. Fuck tons of firewood.
Okay. So you've collected a bunch of firewood. You can create this big-ass bonfire without any problems.
Mm-hmm.
And then, stack the firewood nearby. Maybe it's stacked over here or something. And you just kind of go down and fill it up.
I think I would stack it by this fake camp. Like, I want to make this look like it's a camp.
Okay. So you stack the firewood over there, and big bonfire outside the tent, and the rest of you guys are hanging out here. Yaromir, you said you're hanging out outside until you get to 2 warmth?
Yep.
Starting at what time of day?
As soon as the bonfire gets lit.
Okay.
So let's say the bonfire is lit at 9 a.m. Was this all under moderate conditions?
Yes.
So I am down 12 warmth points
I'm going to
at the start
need...
of the day.
Well, no, you guys have hours and hours to make this bonfire. If there was a rush, I would ask someone to make a fire building proficiency check. But since there's no rush, you can just, you can take your time and get it done.
I assumed it was like 4. I spent 4 hours setting up the camp, making the big bonfire. At 9 a.m., let's go ahead and start our ticker. I am already down to 11 warmth points, so I'm going to start the day in the tent.
Yeah.
And recover for a few hours while Ferris takes watch.
You won't recover, will you? You'll just lose less.
I think we've got a small fire in this tent still. No?
I would not suggest it. Because I think we're just going to light a fire at night. Because, at night, it's overcast. We don't need to worry too much about smoke rising into the sky because it's going to be pitch black out at night.
Well, it is a moderately breezy day. Any smoke that comes up from either of these bonfires is going to be quickly whipped away.
That's a good point.
Probably not going to have a large plume of smoke rising into the sky that would be visible.
Right. But during the day, if they get close, they'll probably still see that. So I'd rather save that for the nighttime and then just lose warmth points over the day and set a fire in the evening.
If you're in the tent, Grimes, you'll only lose 1 an hour, so you'll be able to make it till nighttime. Right?
I suppose. I'm still grumpy that there's no fire.
All right. Yaromir, at 9 is when you go out and find your spot?
Yep. I'm going to hunker down as best I can.
3 warmth points an hour. How long can you stay out there?
I have 20, so I guess 3 warmth points an hour is 6 hours.
Okay. So 6 hours would bring you to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's jump to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's been no sign of anything.
All right. So I've lost 6 warmth points. Right. 1 an hour inside the tent.
Yeah, I've lost 18, so I have 10.
Does the tent reduces it by 1, right? Or by 2?
I thought that the tent made it light, no matter what the conditions were outside.
Let's take a look.
I think that's a cave.
You can't look at the document because the document was different. Well, I don't know. It was different than the tents that we wound up having access to in game.
We should have made a final version.
Should have been a final version. I was under the impression that the heavy tent just meant that it was always light. That way...
No, and then it sounded like Neal was saying that fur tents don't exist.
No, you didn't have any to buy to begin with. You can still create one with the shit you have here. Like, you've all these furs you've collected. You take some time back in the fort, you can make them into a nice, thick, heavy fur tent. But right now, you've just got a piece of shit cloth tent. which is the best thing that's available in the mainland.
So it reduces it by 1.
Yeah. So it's still 2 warmth points lost per hour inside the tent.
So I'm down to... we've lost 12 if you've been in the tent the whole time.
I'm out of warmth. Are you really not... I think Grimes would get pissed off and go find... Well, I don't even know. Like, what if I hide in the ambush tent? Can I recover... Is that considered a tent with the fire?
It should be.
I mean, before 3 p.m., Grimes is shivering, and he's probably been complaining the whole time about wanting a fire.
There's no fire inside the tent, though. There's a fire outside the tent.
Yeah.
You can hang out next to the fire, and that would reduce your warmth loss to 0 because you're next to a fire, which decreases it by 3.
Look, at the end, at this point anyway, we're going to have to light a fire because Yaromir is going to freeze. So we're going to light a fire.
This is the problem with the Frozen Frontier, is keeping yourself warm is a problem, and you might have to do non-optimal things in order to survive.
So I think we
just
light a fire.
Things because we do them and we don't think.
Okay. So I think so it's a little before. So it's halfway. It's 2:30 is when Grimes will run out of warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like we make the decision to light a fire in our tent at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
The alternative then, I think, would be just I go hang out at the ambush site.
Okay. So Grimes builds a fire in his tent. He and William are hanging out there. Ferris, are you still hanging out outside?
Yes, I have 10 warmth points left, so I can stick around for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to swap out with Grimes, I believe.
I'm just going to hang out by the fire.
Okay, so Yaromir's hanging out at the fire at
now.
0 change of warmth.
At 2, right? Because
it's down to 2.
I went down to 2, then the fire should cancel out the moderate.
Right, but 0 change is what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah,
cool. Okay. It's a bit risky.
Wait, say that again. So you said it's moderate conditions, right? The tent reduces it to light, and the fire increases it by 3 points. So we can gain 1 point an hour in our tent with the fire.
In the tent with the fire, yes. Yaromir is out by the fire outside, so he doesn't gain anything. He just doesn't lose anything.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yaromir, why are you staying out there?
Because it's ambush. If we all hide in tent, we cannot ambush anyone.
I am.
How are you communicating?
Watch right now.
Just to be clear, you're communicating with Yaromir by shouting.
No, I mean I would have gone and speak to him if he's standing outside. I think
you guys are only a few hundred feet away. You can walk over and chat.
Okay.
Walk back.
You look half frozen to death. I don't think you're going to get any better standing out here. And
no, but I won't freeze to death standing next to fire. It's warming me. I can feel it.
But if the plan goes as expected, you're about to be ambushed.
Right, I will need you all to come fend off the gnolls.
But then we're on a clock then trying to save your life, whereas if you were in our tent, we can wait for them to get close.
If I am in your tent, we will not have ambush.
Why not?
Because you are going to be sitting around playing with your fingers and your feet and trying to get warm, and you will not be looking for gnolls. And I don't understand. This whole plan is so weird to me. I don't know why we did this the way we did. We should have waited for the point of fire is it's bright. It's night. They came to ambush us at night and in early morning. I don't know why we sat out all day. But this is fine. Like, I will sit here. I have magic to protect me. I have missiles. Like, it will work.
Why not come and stay in the tent until night when you expect the ambush to happen?
Well, because by the time it becomes night, the ambush... You've already wasted all of our heat points. By the time it becomes night, we will have to recover.
This is why I told you not to go outside in the first place. But you do what you're gonna do.
It's not an ambush if you're hiding a mile.
Well, we can pop out every.
His fucking tent. Hey, William's the warrior. My plans are obviously stupid. Let's go. We hide in the fucking tent.
All right.
So Faris is on watch for the ambush, right?
Except Ferris is out of warmth points, isn't he?
No, I have 10 left.
10 left.
Okay.
And then when he gets those 10 down, you can come out.
Yeah.
Okay. So we roll to 4 o'clock. Ferris loses another 3. Everyone else gains 1.
I'm gonna stick out for 1 more hour.
All right. Beautiful. So as 5 o'clock starts to roll around, Ferris, from your concealed location, you've got like a thin layer of snow covering you. You spot...
So I've got like a snow ghillie suit.
Yeah. You spot way down in the distance what looks to be 2 gnolls climbing the rock side, down on the oops, wrong layer, the southeast side of things.
Southeast.
Yeah, if you look way,
I see
way
it. I see
down
it.
here, you see two
zoom out a little
gnolls
bit.
that have like climbed up the backside of this hill.
They climbed up it?
Yeah, they climbed from like the ground below, and you saw them like pop over here and then move in that direction.
Ferris is probably like lying on the ground, sort of in a prone position. He's gonna like crawl back toward the other edge of the little like cliff that he's on, and he's gonna say quietly back to the people in the tent, "Null activity to the southeast."
All right.
And then he's gonna like crawl back to his position and go back to watching these guys.
All right, I'm gonna whisper to Nash and Noel, follow the warrior, go where he points.
Yeah. All right. Nash.
And then I'm hopefully, I guess I've never told Nash to obey someone else before. We'll see how this works out.
Well, I can't talk. I can't give him orders, so.
No, but then Grimes will climb up on this ledge. So
All right.
I'll like slip out the back of the tent, climb up this cliff, and get up to the ledge, and see if I can spot the gnolls as well.
Yes, you can see
While,
them. The
while hiding.
visibility is not great, but they are like the only significant things moving out here. And there's not a ton of cover. It looks like the gnolls are sticking to the bushes as if they're like trying to keep cover from the things that might be below the ledge.
Okay.
Right.
So they come.
I'm hiding. Do you need a hide check, or am I?
Yes, I would love you to roll me a hide check, please.
Although I guess I'm standing next to an elf that is
Not hiding.
not hiding.
I mean,
Although
I think I am.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason I went up on this cliff was I imagined I could go prone and be more or less concealed up here from people below.
Yeah.
And he looks like a snowdrift.
Mhm.
So we're hiding in this sort of in this tree just around the corner of this.
Yeah.
cliff.
Can we get a Nash token, Neal?
Yes, we can get a Nash token.
Okay,
And he's with William, though. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
He's over here with Willie.
I
Okay.
assume we're heading there, right?
So it looks like these two gnolls, they get on their bellies and they start to like crawl through the snow along the edge of the cliff, peering down onto the fire in the tent below them. They get to about here. No, they can't see anything from there. They move up to these set of rocks.
Okay.
And I will need to give them a perception check.
Can I speak to Faris and Grimes or not?
Yeah, they're just a few feet away from you.
Up a hill. I
Ferris-
think the
yeah,
gnolls.
Ferris
hill in
has
the
his,
wind, yeah.
Yeah, Ferris has his bow at the ready, and he's like waiting and watching them. And if
Grimes-
they like look his way, and there's that moment of like, oh shit, they saw something, he's gonna fire.
Do you think that
Grimes as well. Yeah, I've got an action readied with my bow. So if the
They-
gnolls notice us,
they might be scouting for a larger group? This is only two
That's what I
gnolls,
think.
whereas if we let them think that we're actually here, they might send more.
Oh yeah, no, but if they see us up here, I'm not gonna. Ferris
but
isn't
it-
talking to William.
yeah, if William starts whispering, Grimes ignores.
Okay. The gnolls take a crouched position, and then one of them starts to slip away. And heads all the way back down and kind of like hops off the cliff, actually right around here, pops down and scurries over. And as he scurries over to this kind of area by that stump and that big bush, you can see other movements down there that you missed the first time. In fact, there are 3 more gnolls down there, and then you see the movement of a pair of wolves as well.
All right.
I'm keeping a particular eye open for the glimmer of steel.
The single gnoll then continues all the way back until you lose sight of him behind the tree and that big rise. But then you see movement again on the other side. There are 2 more gnolls and a wolf over there.
Okay.
Let's hope this works.
This is going to be rough. All right.
Same gnoll heads back,
Correct.
slowly climbs the cliff, taking a few minutes to do so.
Okay, Neal, staying hidden, Grimes is going to start moving. I'm going to climb down from the ledge and then move to set up like on the other side over here, but I'm gonna stay hidden and like run from bush to bush. Probably crawl. I probably actually get a crawl like prone through the snowdrift and like crawl over to there. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me know if you need me to roll anything.
I have rolled some checks in secret.
Yeah, so I probably go to there, go to there, go to there. I don't know how the Noel's movement is matching up with this.
Right. You're probably doing that while he's down below scouting things out. So you've gotten to this point. There are, God, I don't know how many Noels that is or how many wolves there are. There are a lot of them.
Yeah. 7 and 3.
And the Noels over here start to move up with their wolf kind of in tow behind them. Okay. And these 3 come over here. They're wolves as well.
How far can I charge, Neal?
You can move. Let's take a look. That's a good question. Glad you brought it up. It is a moderate day, so you can move 60 feet for a full action. So that's 12 squares, or you can move 6 squares and make an attack. A charge allows you to increase your total movement by 50%, so you could go 18 squares and make an attack with a charge, but it requires a con check.
So these, I could attack these 2 down here from outside of where I am, if I were to charge them.
Yes. Definitely.
And speaking of, from my position, I could shoot them, no problem, right?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
From your position, they have a little bit of cover behind those rocks.
Okay.
But,
and it's not negated by the height?
No.
Okay.
It will be lessened by the height. Rather than 50%,
good.
It'll be 25%. Okay. So the Gnolls all seem to be encroaching upon this little camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then, wordlessly, the 2 from the middle start approaching on their own, just moving up. Now, not even trying to hide behind cover, just in full view.
They're in full view?
Yeah.
Okay, when they're getting close to that tent, I'm going to shoot at one of them.
Well, why don't you tell me? I'm just moving them across the map. You tell me when it is that you want to fire.
Right where they are right now is good.
Perfect.
Like before they get behind that bush for cover, I want to take a shot at them.
And I think as Ferris fires his shot, everyone can ambush at the same time. Ferris.
Sure.
If you so desire to ambush. You are not
It's surprise, so +5, right? It's
surprise,
+1 or +2 for surprise?
+1 for surprise.
Okay, so
+2 if they can't see you, or is it +4 if they can't see you?
+4 if they can't see you. So you're coming like an
so
ambush
+8.
would be a total +5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's +8 then.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I am the new Ryan of this campaign. It's incredible.
An arrow goes bing off in the distance. I guess we're starting.
Grimes,
that's a crit.
you crit.
Headshot.
That you clear by 12, so that's a double crit. That's triple damage.
Yeah.
Please tell me which Gnoll you're firing upon.
Just this closest one right here.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And roll me some damage.
17 points of damage.
Oh dear God.
Headshot.
Boom.
Headshot. The
Nice.
Gnoll goes down. A wet hump of fleur.
And is this a full round? Full ambush round?
Yes, full ambush round.
So a half move is 6 squares.
Yes.
All right. So then I pop up, take that shot, and then move 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're forgoing your
5,
second shot there,
6.
right?
I only get 1 shot around, and I've got
Crossbow.
I've got
Oh,
and
sorry.
I've got missile weapon style, so I can make a half move and take
So-
1 shot.
Can me and Nash charge these 2?
Yes.
So I'll charge the. I mean, I guess maybe they might form up when they see us charging them.
It's an ambush, right?
It's an ambush. You managed to run, break, hop over the log and everything. They're a little bit surprised by this, but not too surprised. Enough that you're going to get a combat bonus for it, but they're still going to act next round.
Does Nash
Nash
follow
comes too,
William
right?
He
in the
will,
battle?
but I want to see what William does on his Constitution check, because if he falls partway through, Nash will change actions accordingly.
Okay.
Check it up.
Check.
Pass.
Nice.
You managed to do it, and Nash probably going to follow you. Yeah, he's going to follow through.
So what bonus do I get? +1 for charge.
Charge is +2. And
they
will. Yeah, surprise is going to be +1. They're caught off guard. But he does turn to face you
as well.
No, he's. You can see the big William running through the snow.
Okay, so he
at
turns
him.
to face him. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going by the token.
16.
16 is a hit.
12.
Oh my god! I can't believe you got +5 to damage. It's so broken.
Yep. Might even get more for the charge.
I don't think you do.
Is it just a hit?
Only with like a lance.
Only with a lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 12 brings the knoll down in a single blast. Nash is going to make his charge as well, and he's going to make a con check to see if he can succeed in this charge. Natural 20.
Boom!
Nash rolls on in.
Come on, Nash.
Get him.
D20 +1 for being a knoll, 2 for charging, 1 for surprise. He makes a weak stab at his brethren. Maybe he's not fully committed to the bit, and it does nothing. Yaromir.
Okay, so can I see any of these people down here? Like this guy, for example? Oh, I can't ping with the ruler selected. With this guy?
Maybe not from your present location, because you're pretty far back from... no, you know what? That's far enough. Yeah, you can see him. Definitely.
All right, I point my finger. No, I don't point my finger, because that's not how I cast Magic Missile. I begin tracing the star pattern on my chest and elicit the power of the Magic Missile tattoo. And I strike him.
All right. Roll it.
For 3 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. The knoll in question takes the magic missile to the chest, grazing him. That's everyone in the... Ferris gets a second shot, right?
Yes, I get a second shot. I'm going for the guy on the right. I never actually declared which one specifically, but here we go.
There we go. That's a hit.
So D6.
Kill him.
5 damage.
Get him.
That is enough. He falls to the ground as well.
All right.
Now we're going to roll initiative. And we have that new handy-dandy initiative rolling button.
Yeah. I like it. It's nice, too, because...
Wait, mine's disappeared now.
I can't select my token anymore.
Oh,
wait, I need to select the pointer. Right. And
sorry, I see it now.
There we go. Ooh, beautiful.
I think you have control of Nash, Neal, so you're going to have to do his initiative.
I will.
How come I'm the only one with a name? Did you guys not name your characters?
They
I think you can only see your own name.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
There might be some way to make us all together in a group so we can all see each other but not the enemies. It's so Neal can name, you know, secret necromancer initiative.
Yeah.
Or knoll leader, right? If they all look the same.
For a less dramatic.
If they all look the same to you.
That's racist.
Okay. So the first to go is one of the wolves. One of the gnolls barks some orders, yells, and the wolf takes off. What is wolf movement rate? Is it 12? Or is that...
I think it's 18.
Yeah, I think they're pretty quick.
It might be 15. I'm pretty sure it's 18.
I will laugh heartily if it's 12.
Yeah, I hope it's not. It is 18. Okay, so they can move 50% farther than you guys, and you guys can move 12 squares in a round, so the wolf can move 18 squares without a con check. Wolf doesn't really have any clear targets, so he's just going to move 18 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... 17, 18.
You said someone commanded that wolf. Who was it? Was it?
You're just hearing shouting from gnolls. That was more of a flavor than a...
Can I distinguish whether that shout was from way back here or from these guys that that are just below me?
It's definitely not from these guys.
Okay.
And there's no one else around. That's got to be from that one. Yaromir, 7.
So magic missile on the same dude.
Okay.
For 4 points of damage.
Excellent.
Which one are you shooting? Right.
Same guy in the back here. This guy here.
Okay. He's got a different symbol. He might be the leader.
I don't know. It's 7 points of damage on him.
Okay. Who's up next? The guy in the back. Yes, he definitely looks different, and as he runs forward, anyone who can see him, which I think is everybody at this point, although maybe William is too busy engaged in combat to notice, this guy's got a steel axe in his hands.
Yeah. So I mean, it's maybe the guy.
I would assume Lieutenant.
You can think whatever you like. Grimes can't impart lore in the middle of combat.
We're going to be chopping down some firewood, boys.
He's going to move over here. Let me just make sure I said that right. He has a steel axe? Yes, he's got a steel axe.
Yeah.
All right, next up is one of these gnolls on the side. He doesn't have a very good view of anyone. So he's going to attempt to climb this cliff. We know that climbing cliffs is a pretty slow process. He's going to go for it. Check. Succeeds on his check and gets halfway up the cliff.
Okay.
Ferris, it's your turn.
So I want to ask a couple questions here. This wolf, who's right here, I'll try pinging. This wolf right here.
Yes.
What's the cover like for him? And then for this guy,
no cover.
Would I be firing into melee on this guy?
Yes.
Or would it? Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at the wolf. Because he's the big guy with the axe is behind cover, and everyone else has some form of cover. So I'm gonna shoot at the wolf. D20 plus 3. There's no high ground for range, right?
Nope.
Okay. 23.
Ooh. You clear by 10 exactly. Triple damage.
3d6.
Oh my
Takes
god,
12.
this ambush is ridiculous.
Nice.
Okay, the wolf goes down with a single shot to him.
Perfect.
All right, another wolf comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the last wolf is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Comes towards you guys, and then it's Marshall's turn.
All right, I know he can't understand me, but I'm gonna shout to Nash to kill that last remaining gnoll, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm pretty sure you didn't give Nash an initiative, Neal. So maybe
you're right.
He just goes now with
didn't.
William, or you can roll it or whatever.
I will roll his initiative. He rolls initiative 9. Yeah, he should have gone just beforehand, so he'll go now.
Oh. See if he kills him first, because that might change.
Sure. Nash makes his attack. D20 plus... Just D20 plus 1 for him. And misses.
Okay. So I want to stop these wolves running up the ramp, so... I don't know if the one Nash is fighting is in melee range of me, so I don't know if I should take attack of opportunity or not.
You weren't. You
were not
away.
in melee range. It's fine.
Alright, so I walk there, and then I haven't got an action to ready, but nothing could run past me, right?
It would provoke an attack of opportunity. Yeah. Grimes.
Alright, I'm gonna... Tempted to go for the leader, but no, I'll go for this ledge. I had rolled initiative with a crossbow bolt, but if there's a rock nearby that looks more dangerous to kick on this guy's head, I would do that. Otherwise, I'll shoot him in the face. Like, he's climbing up a cliff. Like, if I see a boulder that I can just roll off the edge.
It's going to take a strength check to knock it off, but you can do it.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
A DC 21 strength check.
26.
Easy peasy. You shove the rock off, and it tumbles down on him. I will give him a death saving throw to see if he can avoid the rock. Which, nope, that's on the side. Which he fails. Please roll me big fallen rock damage. Let's call it a D8 onto the
probably
knoll.
Plus a D6 for falling the 10 feet. Or
Good point.
Snow.
A D8 plus D6.
Nice.
Oh my god! The snow cushions his fall, but at least he falls.
The rock
to the bottom
bangs
of
against his finger, and then he falls off.
The rock comes, he sees it coming, he tries to dive out of the way, the rock hits him on the side, and they both tumble into the ground.
Alright, and I'll take like a step back, half step back or whatever from the edge of the cliff.
Sure. Alright. This gnoll... God, he sees that's going on. You said you took a step back from the edge of the cliff?
Yeah, so this guy can probably see me, but the guy against the ledge, I doubt he can.
Right. So this guy comes back further, gets in some cover, and takes a shot at you if you're only one step back.
I mean, I think I ran out of movement. But
yeah. Ooh, natural 1. No dice. The arrow goes wide, completely missing you.
He shoots the cliff right in front of him.
Yeah, almost hitting his buddy. This guy over here fighting Nash. He scores a 10 against Nash's 13 AC, completely missing him. And it's initiative time.
Wait, I get a second shot.
Second shot.
So I'm going to shoot at this other wolf that's rushing right now. 10 might be a miss.
Nope. No dice.
Okay, so 2 hits, 2
so
misses.
new initiatives, everybody.
Oh, this macro is so good.
Right.
Yes. Special thank you to Chris and Layla, but I think Chris is the one who wrote it for making this happen. If those names sound familiar, it's because they do our recaps, and they did the recaps for Dicing with Death, and they are just amazing people in general. I think that's all the... God, are there really only 3 gnolls, the leader, and 2 wolves left?
Yep.
Jesus. Alright, has everyone rolled new initiatives?
It should be.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get Nash this time?
No, I didn't. Good catch.
See, there's one more Knoll for you to play with.
Thank you.
There's 4 gnolls.
I should just give you control of Nash from now on. Here, Ryan. He's yours to play with.
Oh, yeah.
So, first up is one of these wolves, who is coming right for William. Wolf comes running at you, not enough to be considered a charge, and leaps on you with a 10 to hit, scraping its claws against your hardened armor. The second wolf follows suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just barely enough movement to close with you and make an attack as well. On its edge.
I assume you considered all that difficult terrain in the way?
That's a good point. This tent is not easy to get through. He was back... Whoops, wrong guy. Could he have come the other way? Could he have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, that's fine. He can do that.
Yeah.
He also rolls a 10 and misses William.
All right.
Next up is this archer back here. He takes his first shot at Grimes with a 13 to hit.
Who is this? 13 misses, but where's this coming from?
Down... The one that hid behind the building.
Yeah.
The wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he... Okay, miss. Does he have a... He's got a bow?
He's got a bow. Yeah, short bow.
Okay.
Yaromir.
I begin creating an arcane rune of a heater shield in front of me, and create the shield spell, and then I can go 6 spots with my full movement, or I guess half movement.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Excellent.
A little bit like that. All right.
Next up is Marshall.
All right.
What are you doing? Sword attacking?
Yeah, it's attacking one of the wolves. 7.
No dice.
No dice.
Okay. Next is Ferris.
So the wolves are in melee. I don't think I can shoot either of those guys. Let me check the ruler really fast. I always get confused by scale. Am I able to actually reach that guy without a penalty? Is there like cover between him and me? Because I think that's what
he has cover from the cliff side, but you can still reach him.
What would the penalty be? Like,
He's
what
behind
kind of
50% cover.
50%,
I think 50% is -5.
Okay.
-4.
What about this guy right here?
He has 25% cover, but he is engaged with Nash.
Yeah,
so
he
on
is.
a
I should
miss,
probably roll a
I will
D6
make you roll an attack against Nash, is how we're going to do it. I don't like the firing into melee rules.
So wait, what are we going to... Oh, so if I miss, I have to roll an attack against Nash?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That was...
If your total is below a 10. Yeah.
I was so surprised by
I think that's a perk for Ferris here, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to... So it's -2 for light cover?
I'm double checking right now. 25% cover. I think it's, yeah. Yes, -2.
Okay. 16.
That's a hit.
D6. Only 1.
Bing. 1 point of damage. All right. Lightly wounded. Oops. Next up is this guy, the big one.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Sanko, is that you?
Do you call that out to him?
No. Maybe I whispered under my breath.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He goes there.
Okay.
Grimes, your turn.
Does this guy have cover? Here, the guy that shot at me, does he have cover from me?
Yes, he has 75% cover because he's like ducking behind, popping out and taking a shot and ducking behind.
So if I were to move over here, would he still have cover?
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna slip behind this rock and take a shot at the leader, who I assume the fire doesn't provide any realistic cover.
Maybe concealment instead of cover. Concealment is a lesser penalty. So I'm going to say he's got 50% concealment from the smoke, which is a -2. Yeah.
But +2 for back attack?
Yes.
Also, the chance that his arrow will catch on fire spontaneously.
Yeah, is that an option?
Damage, is he?
20! Ooh. Is that a crit?
It
Natural
does.
18.
It does clear by 5.
Nice.
7 points of damage.
Very nice. You are finally getting a real good look at this lieutenant that's leading this pack. You can see, in addition to his steel axe, which is like a big two-handed wood-cutting axe, he's wearing like armor made of the various bones of his fallen enemies that have been like tied together. So he stands out well above the rest of them.
And has more than 14 HP, so he's got more than 1 hit dice.
Yeah.
I think all Gnolls have 2 hit dice, don't they?
Not in Neal and Dragons.
These all have very customized stat blocks.
Yeah.
Just so you guys can't min-max.
It seems like they have 1 hit die with some sort of con bonus or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He could also, if he's a lieutenant, he might just be a higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The wolf, one of the wolves against our dear leader, attacks with another 10. It's just scraping its claws against you hopelessly.
The most
Find
average
up
wolves.
all day.
Yeah. Well, they're rolling natural 7s.
Yeah.
The worst. Who is next? The one fighting Nash takes his spear and thrusts it at Nash for another 9 to hit. No dice.
And Nash returns fire.
Being right there.
Nash does return fire with his spear.
Come on, Nash.
4 to hit. No good.
Oh,
No
it's
one
fine
is-
not rolling it.
Oh,
maybe
that's a good
next
question.
round.
Right. This Knoll once again starts climbing, passes his climbing check, but he has pretty limited movement.
He
Right.
gets half. You were giving them 2 rounds to get up, which
Yeah.
I think is even quite generous, but whatever.
He makes it halfway up.
Okay. And then for my second shot, the leader, I assume, is behind pretty good cover from where I am.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to shoot at the one that's fighting Nash. That's going to be a hit. That's a crit.
Yes.
Good
Nicely
shot.
done.
All right. So he takes 7 damage.
All right.
I could put him down.
And he goes down.
All right.
Well done.
All right, let's do initiative. Bullet.
Oh, that's rough. Spear weapon speed is 6.
Yes.
And would you like? I would like to just clarify that I should be hidden from the knoll that is climbing. He wouldn't have been able to see me dart behind this rock or whatever.
Of course not.
Yeah. So
There might be very large tracks in the snow.
Except that there's moderate wind, so the tracks are probably getting blown up.
They will get blown
behind
up,
me.
but if you just made them 1 minute ago, you're trudging through the snow. They won't disappear in a minute.
If you say so.
I do say so.
Can I roll a hide check to have hidden, or is that like a full action to?
No,
try
that's a
and
full
hide?
action to hide. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't need that token for initiative anymore. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Okay, let's start with one of the wolves. Yeah, they're just wolves. They're not smart enough to know to go after Yaramir instead of William. So he makes an attack at William with a 22 to hit.
It's a hit, but not a crit.
Hey, can you move your camera down so we can see more than your forehead?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
No worries.
But his hair is so coiffed.
I did it especially.
You take... How much damage do they do? You take 2 points of damage as the wolf gets a claw up underneath your armor and scratches at your belly.
Damn dirty dogs.
Ferris.
Let's see here. Can I ready a shot at this Null leader?
Yes, you can ready a shot for when he
So
moves.
as soon as he comes out of cover and I get a good shot at him, I'm going to fire an arrow.
Excellent. Next is... Oh, that one behind cover never got his last shot last round.
I moved, so there would have been no shot against me. I don't think he has a clear shot at anything.
Nope, no clear shots at anything. Round. Good call. The one that climbing the wall gets to the top, but that's all he can do today. And it is the leader's turn. This guy is going to do a full charge at our dear leader as well.
Okay, kill him, Sean.
I'm gonna fire a shot. He has a -1 penalty to AC if he's charging.
He is charging.
So +3 to hit.
Actually, it's a -2 penalty to AC, I think.
Oh, if you homebrewed it, yeah, I think so.
No, you're right. It is -1.
Okay,
my mistake. 16 is a hit.
Okay.
Put him down.
Damage. He takes another 2.
No good. He makes his con check. Easy peasy. I should have saved that for the attack roll, though. And goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he'll take up that awkward spot. Charging straight at William for a... What are all of his modifiers? Hold on.
He's got the +4 and then the +2, but then he also has that +3 and then another +1.
I like the way you think. He rolls a 23 to hit you. He brings this big two-handed wood axe up, over, and down. Is that a hit?
If you rolled an 18, it's a crit.
No, he rolled a 17.
No, all right, it's a hit.
Okay. He brings his big two-handed wood axe down on top of you for 9 points of damage. Just kind of like cutting deeply into your armor, bending it out of its way, and making you bleed.
I grimace at him, and then swing back.
Whoa. Nick said swing, and I just heard the sudden, like...
Yeah, I've been hearing that, like,
the
last 3 times things have been swung.
Is Nick swinging?
He's got
Nick swinging and then the spear thrusts.
Yeah.
It's almost like the music knows exactly what we're going to do.
It's incredible. Somebody who made it must have been able to see the future.
Roll your hit.
I get +1 because he charged, right?
He has a penalty to his armor class of 1, yes.
All right.
Same.
25.
Oh, that clears by 10. Roll me triple damage.
All right. 18.
Oh my god.
Teach him to attack me.
All right, he is still up, but just barely.
He took 16 damage before this, so he's taken more than 20. He's taken 24.
Man, Bakoza's gonna be one hard motherfucker.
Your sword like cuts through his armor, shattering it across the front, leaving this huge gash. I mean, he's already got like an arrow in him, and there's like some magic missile spots where he's just bleeding out of nowhere, seemingly. And now this like massive cut across his front. He is barely alive.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish him off with my second attack at the end of the round.
All right. One of the wolves leaps at you with a 14, 15, 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Nice.
It is Nash's turn.
I don't think Nash does shit. Maybe he hucks his spear. Right. There's no enemies in
There are
range,
no
right?
enemies near him.
Yeah, no, I think he goes to the edge of the ledge and just throws his spear at... Would he throw
Probably
a spear
at one
at the
of the
back
wolves.
of
No, I think he's going to throw it
wolves?
at one of the wolves. Nash has a healthy fear of Sunraw.
Yeah.
Should have Ryan
Alright.
roll it.
Back attack, though, right?
Yes, +2 for back attack.
+1 for Noel, 19.
19.
Nice. That's a hit against the wolves.
Does he get a bonus damage? Bonus damage for his strength?
Let's see. Those do not get bonus damage.
Alright, so just D6.
Just 2d4.
Oh, 2d4 for the spear?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And now Nash stands there unarmed.
Grimes.
What do I even want to do? I can just drop my crossbow strapped to me. Can I just drop it and draw melee weapons?
Yes.
Probably not even worth it. But can you draw two daggers in one go?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So I think I let my crossbow fall, peek around this rock, see the guy coming up behind me, and let out a shout as I just bull rush him. Actually, I think I'm gonna just try and push him off the. Oh, he's got a weapon in his. No, he just climbed up, right? He shouldn't have a weapon drawn. He just pulled himself to the top of the cliff.
Himself up. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna bull rush him off the cliff.
Ooh.
So attack roll followed by strength check if successful.
Yes.
And I am a proficient tumbler, which I was just reviewing. I guess that gives me a +2 to hit versus
and unarmed melee attacks. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there'll be +3 to hit.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll roll like a bonus to.
Why don't you take advantage on your strength check? Roll 2d20 d1 plus your strength score against his.
Not great. 2 10s, but still pass. 26.
Yes, he rolls a natural 11. I don't know.
If he doesn't have a damage bonus, he can't have 16 strength.
No. So at
50.
best,
so the
it's
best
a
he can do is
tie.
tie.
And considering your natural 20 and all that, even if it's a tie, I'll give it to you. So he goes tumbling off the back.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Falls 20 feet into the snow. I'll give him just 1d6 damage for falling into the snow instead of 2d6. Ryan, you want to roll it?
Sure.
Is
5 points of damage. This guy's fallen off this cliff twice.
Yaramir.
Well, you knocked my target. Whoa! Now you made me move up here. You knocked my target off the cliff. So I guess what I'm gonna do is make my movement. Oh shit! I have to select my token. All right, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I can kind of get around behind. And I'd like to take a sling stone at this dude here.
Do it.
All right.
Can I get either flanking or back attack on that?
Flanking, definitely.
Alrighty, so there we go. For an 8.
Woo! Nope, but now I want you to roll me another attack roll to see if you hit maybe the wolf or your leader.
Alright.
I'll randomly determine which one you're targeting. No, it doesn't matter. It's a miss. Okay. Complete and utter missing.
I'm not very good at fighting without magic.
It's all right. It's not your domain.
No.
This archer, way down here, is going to pop out and take another shot at Grimes, which he's been doing all day, with a 14 to hit.
No dice.
Too much AC.
15 AC.
Nice.
ACs are broken.
If only I still had that crossbow in my hand, I'd have 16
I'm shooting
AC.
at the one that William is fighting, and considering I was first in the initiative order, can I get the first shot off?
Yes.
I think Ferris really wants to secure this kill for the glory of the party. Nope. I'll roll against William really fast.
Well secured.
Yep. It's a miss against William.
Even with +2 for back attack, yeah, it's a miss. Yeah. The Knoll at the bottom takes his second shot at Grimes with a 14 to hit.
Still no.
Okay.
Right. Second attack against the leader.
Go ahead and roll it.
Has he still got -1 AC? I think he should do.
From the charge.
21.
Nice. Finish
Oh,
him.
that's it.
He's definitely gonna die.
It hits home as the wrong token and goes down in a bloody heap.
Boom.
Well, I'm so bamf. So bamf. Love this dude.
There's 2 more to go.
This is why you don't have excellently planned out plans, because you don't need them. You can just fuck shit up.
Yeah, the plan worked fine.
It did. It worked
Plan worked
excellent.
exactly as we wanted.
Okay, the situation is not great for the remaining Knolls. I think they've dealt all of 3 points of damage.
Oh, I've taken 11.
Okay, they've done 11 points of damage, but it's not been a great battle for them. Are you guys all initiatived up?
Doing it right now.
Oh, there were supposed to be penalties for missile fire, wasn't there?
Oh, yes, there are supposed to be heavy missile penalty.
I think
it's too late.
-3.
It's -6 in moderate, but we
can just say there's a calm.
Yeah, there was a moment of calm.
This is the second time this has happened. It seems like every time we fight, there's a moment of calm.
The gods smile down on us.
I mean, the enemies have been making missile shots as well, so...
Yes. You guys have been making more, but whatever, it's fine.
We've definitely been making more.
And Nash has nothing. No attacks.
No, I guess I'll roll him an initiative, but
I
don't think he does anything.
For the rest of the fight?
Going back to what?
Are we going to go back to the range penalty for the rest of the fight?
Yes, the wind picks up.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to drop my initiative down because I'm gonna do a scimitar instead.
Okay.
Knowing my range penalty. So sword is what?
Yes, I'm going to do the same.
Saber is speed of 5, so I go down to 11. So you might want to reset that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm at 7. There we go. Okay. I'll use daggers instead if the wind is picking up.
Yes. The first of the wolves continues to rip at our fearless leader for a 13 to hit, which is a miss.
Yep.
And it is Marshall's turn. William's turn.
William's turn. 14.
14 strikes one of the wolves. Which one are you attacking?
Middle one. 13.
Middle one. All right. That brings him down. Grimes.
So here's the thing. What are climb speeds? So I think I'm looking at the thief stuff, and it looks like I can only move 3/4 of my height in wind. But you've had these guys climbing 15 feet around.
These cliffs aren't. Well, I was thinking of these in my head as 20. I know we didn't specify it.
Okay, 10 feet around. Either way. Either way, this doesn't. Either way, this doesn't gel with the thief rules that you gave me. But it's fine. So
yeah,
I assume that I
made some mistakes.
So how quickly can I climb?
You can climb twice as fast as these guys, so you could do that in a single round.
20 feet as a move action, or can I climb? Like, is that just as a move action?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so moderate winds is 3/4 of your movement speed and height, but then you would multiply that times it's dry and stable. So it'd be 3/4 times 4. So it would be 3 times your height in.
So 18 feet is what I could move.
Yeah.
Okay. As a move action, so I can make attacks on top of that.
Yes.
All right. So I will actually climb. I'll climb less than 18 feet, make a tumbling check to see if I can just drop. It's snow, so either way, I'll make.
You could just make a tumbling check from your height and drop.
Well, then I would take half damage. If it's less than 10 feet, I take no damage.
Okay.
So I scamper down a little bit. I probably just slide down a few feet on my feet, and land in the snow next to this guy, and make a couple of attacks.
Make your attacks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Primary is just a straight d20, is a miss.
Ooh.
And then my offhand is +1, -3 is -2, 14.
That's a hit. Your dagger finds a home in this guy's
5 points
belly.
of damage. Does that finish the job?
Yes, it does.
Taking a rock to the face, falling off the cliff twice.
We're gonna have to call you Ezio. Ezio Grimes.
And I'll step behind this rock if I still have movement to get cover.
Okay.
Nash doesn't do anything.
Nope, Nash does nothing.
Okay, so for me, how high up is this cliff?
You are on a 15-foot section, and the next cliff below is 20 feet.
Okay, so 10 feet or less is no fall damage, right?
Correct.
So if I can climb down 5 feet, drop the rest of the way, then run to this wolf and still get
Sure, or you can do what he did, like slide down, or you can just hold on to the edge and drop.
I just want to make sure I could reliably get down reasonably quick.
And it's snowy, you'll be fine. Yeah. You'll be fine.
Okay. So I'm going to run down and I'm going to go for this last wolf that's on William with 2 attacks. First D20 is at +2, second one's at +1.
Okay.
So 22 and 4.
Well, the 22 is definitely a hit. It's definitely a crit, single crit.
Double. Oh, okay. So double damage. 9 damage.
9 damage exactly brings the wolf down.
All right.
Nice of you to show up.
Yeah,
I was too busy killing the rest from afar.
That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Oh, God. Yaromir, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move 6 paces. Let's see. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna face this dude with cover, and I'm gonna sling stone at him.
Do it. epic slingshot.
So D20 -3 for the wind, -5 for the cover.
-6 for the wind.
6 for the wind, -5 for the cover.
I thought it was
Yeah,
-3 for moderate conditions.
-3 for light.
3 for light, 6 for
Okay.
moderate.
Yeah.
And it's only 4 for the cover,
Oh.
but
So
nine-
on a 19, I roll an 8.
it's no good.
You close that.
Your stone gets lost in the wind.
Does
Alright.
the 20 auto hit in Neal and Dragons?
Yes, it does.
So close. So damn close.
All right, it's this guy's turn, and he's had enough of all this shit. He is going to turn, and he's going to do like a run, the equivalent of a charge. He makes his con check and bolts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
I shout as he
13,
runs.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18 off the map.
Tell Bokassa of the fate that awaits him.
Oh shit.
Your axe is mine.
Well, intimidating that.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
told him.
You guys have a moment of respite
Yep.
as you
Okay,
survey
so-
the
How far away
damage.
is he?
He is another 6 squares off of here. You could probably get an attack at him.
Yeah,
Before he's
I'm
gone.
I'm gonna pot shot him.
Plus 2 for
I think
back
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be at medium range.
Yeah,
so-
it'll be a nat 20 needed to make this happen.
yeah.
Oh,
So I'm just
maybe
gonna
not.
roll the 20.
Yeah.
14.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
I had of all the arrows I fired, I had 3 misses. What are the odds of me recovering a hit?
50-50 to recover the full arrow
2,
intact.
3, 4. Okay.
On a
so
fail, you can
60.
just recover the
So,
So I
of
want
all
a
the
one.
arrows that I fired, I had 2 for 2 critical hits. I'm guessing they just exploded on impact and they're unrecoverable. I can get the arrowheads back though, right?
Yeah.
Explosive arrow.
I recover all but 1 arrow.
Okay.
nice job.
50-50 for yours as well, even with the crits. Let's keep it simple.
50-50 to recover the whole thing.
Yeah. You're guaranteed to recover the tip.
2 passes. Cool.
Are you guaranteed to get the head back?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll mark down another head.
If they hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had 1 that hit that.
And going forward, let's standardize our recovery rolls, because I see some of you are rolling D20s, some of you are rolling D100s. Let's just say, going forward, everything that happened is fine. 1 through 50 on a D100 is a recover. Just to keep things simple.
So I will loot the big gnoll that I killed.
Yeah. He has traveling supplies on him and this big, very old two-handed steel wood axe. You can see little pock marks in it. It's rusted over the top of it. The handle looks fairly decent, but the head of it is definitely old.
I'll take a look at it later, but is there any immediate engravings on it or anything like that that might identify who made it? Or
No, the surface of it is too badly pocked and damaged by the years and years it's been around to show any sign of anything that might have been engraved upon it once.
how much does it weigh?
Probably like 3 pounds. I'll look it up for you though.
All right, I'll take
I
it.
think more than that.
Yeah, I would have thought.
Wood axe.
Probably like 10 for a 2-handed axe. But anyways,
it's like
the regular gnolls.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Regular gnolls have no loot worth looting, I assume.
No, these guys
Okay.
don't even have furs. They don't look like a hunting party that's returning for something. They look like they've got their traveling supplies, and that's it. They've got like flint and tinder and steel and little bits of things to make fire and stuff like that, but nothing of real value. The wood cutting axe is 3.5 pounds.
Really?
I would like to take a look at the bone armor made from the fallen enemies.
Well,
And I
it's
would like to-
partially damaged by Nick's big critical across his chest.
I'm not real worried about wearing it.
Okay.
I want to first think back through my ages of folklore and learning and know if there are any tales to either good omen or bad omen for wearing the bones of the departed. And then if I am not warded off by the tales that I've come across, then I want to examine each of the bones bones, for any markings on them, for their anatomy. I want to go through all of these bones and really deep delve.
Well, from your folklore, there are a lot of philosophies of thought on this. In some of what your people would consider more primitive and barbaric cultures, eating the flesh of your enemy, drinking their blood, and wearing their skin or their bones or their hair or dangling their ears on you, carrying their trophies, is a sign of valor and strength, and actually makes you a better person.
Right?
Yeah. The elven philosophy.
In the more civilized areas, wearing, the bones of your dead enemies or doing any of that sort of thing is kind of like a desecration and a bad omen. Like, you're going to bring about doom upon yourself by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But, those primitive people don't mind taking the doom risks.
So wearing it is a problem, but there's not a curse associated, as far as I know, with these bones. I feel fairly safe handling them as long as I don't decide to wear them.
Right. It would be like handling any other dead person.
Sure.
Take some care and respect, but you're fine.
So I check them for two things. One, any markings, engravings, symbology upon them that have been made post-mortem. And two, I want to check the anatomy of each of the bones and see if these came from humans, see if they came from something akin to a gnoll. I want to check the anatomy of what constituted these bones.
Excellent. Well, let's answer the second question first. These are small, thinner bones. They look like ribcage bones, mostly, and some arms and some legs. The part that comes around the front looks like various rib cages, and then the shoulder pads look like, their clavicles and some forearms and stuff up there. So it's a mismatch of various types of bones, but they all look to belong to a small-sized creature.
We did kill some kobolds and loot them. Do these remind me of what I would think kobold bones are? I guess we didn't strip the flesh off the kobolds to examine them, but
they could very easily be kobold bones. That's about the right size.
And there's nothing identifying of them of, like, say, like a halfling or a gnome.
No. It's plausible, but
Nothing that shows that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
As for the first question, the signs and markings on them, there are indeed intricate carvings on them. They're not of particularly high quality.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the impression that whoever did this was probably just doing it to kill time or to have fun or something. There's not a real pattern that goes through anything. Each bone is carved individually, and sometimes there's multiple patterns on the same thing. Sometimes a pattern goes and then stops abruptly and changes to something else. There's work put into it, but not a lot of love or passion, and the quality is lacking.
Okay, interesting. I want to. I go through my knowledge of the arcane. These do not seem to have any relation to my tattoos or any arcane symbology I have researched to this point. Can I, with my knowledge of folklore, maybe see these as hieroglyphics? Maybe they have some kind of cultural relevance that I could glean from them.
Yes, maybe. Why don't you make me a folklore check, and we'll see how that plays out.
We'll do. My int is 16, so d20 plus 15. 17.
No, you can't piece together any of that.
Okay. All right.
Before everyone else goes, the guy that I've killed, I'm gonna drag his body over to that stump and then cut his head off and then put it sort of neck wound down in the snow. Stop it sort of.
Which stump are you doing this on?
Just this one right here. I'm just gonna lean his body over it so his head's hanging over the edge. Slice that off. And then before Faris can get his teeth into it, I'm going to start.
I shout, don't be so inelegant. You'll ruin the meat.
This one I'm saving. And then, I'm ignoring him. I'm going to start looting the gnolls and then dragging their bodies to the big fire and just throwing them on.
Okay.
All right. So I think Grimes sort of looks on with a cringe as you decapitate the gnoll.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to save bodies? No?
We are running a bit low on food. You have a point.
Well, no,
I think he
your
meant
elven ways are truly disturbing, Ferris. I could not condone eating them myself, but if you need their meat, sure, take a ham hock or two. It is possible that we may use bodies for further ambush.
More ambushes? Have we not killed enough of them now?
It was told to me that there were about 20 gnolls by our friend Grimes. He says his math was off cuff. Let us assume low number. We have killed 13 gnolls to this point.
And they still have wolves.
And they still have wolves. I think if we were to take one more lieutenant, I will call man with X lieutenant. He was very strong. I do not know if wolves have military or not, but is workable for our purpose. If we kill one more of them, to weaken their number further, I think Bokassa will be ripe for plucking.
I don't know. One of them got away. I don't think Bokassa's going to send any more gnolls out for us to slaughter.
It might be a good time for...
wounded.
Yes, I think we should rest for a bit, give them a bit of time to lick their own wounds, and then we can go in for some guerrilla warfare. But I think it's about time that we march on their lair directly.
I mean, if they're stupid enough to fall into the same ambush twice, then...
Well, it would be different ambush. This time we use bodies, perhaps tracks, smell of wolves. It's okay. I will cede to you your knowledge of war, William. Obviously, my initial trap was not the best idea. It took your magnificent working of my plan into what it was for this great success. So I will allow you to make all decisions. It was only thought. Feel free to burn bodies.
All right, I'll burn the bodies. I don't want Faris eating them.
Oh,
God damn it!
This, I guess, approaching the decapitated gnoll, Grimes says,
keep his head though.
Okay, maybe I'd kick the head. This would have been Sanko, Bokassa's best man. I do not think he will take his death in stride.
Man.
Well, I intend to take Sanko's head to see Bokassa. See if I can't draw him into a duel.
What are you doing with the axe? Is it like strapped to your back? Or
yeah, I guess I've got it strapped to my back. Do you want it?
Grimes probably looks covetously at it, but I don't think he's saying anything.
If you ask for it, I'll hand it over to you. I mean, even if I see you looking at it.
Okay, yeah, I think you see me looking at it, drooling, and I would like to inspect it.
Yeah,
specifically, I would like to appraise it, Neal. And I think even rusted and like decayed, I think I should be able to tell the difference if this is like an object of quality that could perhaps be enchanted as a magical item, or if this were some great axe made by a master blacksmith versus a blah blah blah. Okay, my appraisal is...
If it's just rusted and stuff, we'd be able to.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was actually going to ask. Like, I've had to maintain my own weapons for like 30 years.
Just barely fail.
Does it look like we could clean up the rust and make it, shine like a brand new axe again?
Sure. I mean, you could. If anyone cleans up the rust, you can make something old and rusty shine like new. But it's still an old axe, and it's got pock marks and cracks in it. It's clearly been through some wear and tear. This is not what anyone would call a quality weapon.
Yeah, this is not the legendary steel axe that I had been fantasizing about for weeks in the cold.
No,
the only thing getting me through these long cold nights, dreaming of treasure, and this is it.
Yeah.
Well, one
Grimes
thing to consider
deflates a little as he hands the axe back to.
At least this continent did have steel.
Yeah,
it's possible there might still be steel mines. Perhaps new steel could be mined here.
Somebody back at the fort might be able to shed some more light on this. I might as well take it with us.
The head of the axe still weighs 3 pounds, and iron is a rare commodity. Steel is also a rare commodity. So 3 pounds of a steel axe head would be the equivalent of 150 steel coins. And steel coins are half a gold each. So that's like 75 gold there just for the raw materials alone.
All right, worth taking them.
Of course.
I'll grab that.
Yeah,
I mean, a wood cutting axe, we would certainly put to good use. But
But no, Ferris does vocalize that thought of it's possible that there's still steel mines on this continent. As we explore further south, it might be prudent for us to consider setting up a fortress. If we could ship steel off this continent, this would be quite the valuable expedition.
Do I look like a miner to you?
Not for us. I'm not going to go into the mines and start swinging a pick.
I'm sure the princess would be most pleased to find out there was a steel mine here. Or an iron mine.
Perhaps. But imagine for a second.
I guess it'd be an iron mine, but
a continent overnight frosted over by the wrath of Velthara. Think of all the treasure just left behind. I think there are much lower hanging fruit than the ore in the earth.
I just don't think you're thinking big enough. Looting old temples is all well and good, but an iron mine is a continuous source of income.
Okay. Why don't we take our break, and when we come back, we will see what you guys have planned for next. See you guys on the other side.
See ya.